What's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about lust. Now, when lots of people talk about lust, they usually only talk about it in the intimate sense, but lust goes much deeper than that. If we take a look at 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 through 16, it states, "Love not this world, neither the things of this world. If any man have the love of the world, he has not the love of the Father in him. For all there is of this world is the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life." What's interesting about this is when you look at the world, this is a direct reflection of the world. We live in a world where being rich and famous is glamorized and propped up as being the only goal of life. We live in a world where being half naked on the internet is heavily supported and normalized. We live in a world where flexing your material possessions is seen as being cool, or it's how you get gratification or outward approval from the rest of the world. All of this is the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Now, the problem with lust is that lust comes directly from the carnal mind. In the Bible, it tells us to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. When you look up the definition of carnal, carnal means physical. It could also mean in the more intimate sense, but it means physical. So lots of people go through life looking at people and things only on the surface level, and they use the surface level to judge. They judge you based upon the clothes you wear, based on how your hair looks, based on how you talk, and based on only the outward appearance, and they don't bother to go beneath the surface. Now, one of the early lessons that the Bible teaches is how carnal mindedness leads to destruction. We see this with the Adam and Eve story. Right before Eve ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, this was not a literal tree or a literal fruit. I broke it down in this video that I'll put up here on the screen, but regardless, she stated, seeing that the fruit was pleasant to the eyes, with an S. Right there, it showed she became carnally minded, and it stated that their eyes with an S were open. Well, Jesus Christ taught, if your eye be single, then it shall be full of light, in reference to the third eye, or the pineal gland, which has to do with being spiritually minded. And there's tons of stories all throughout the Bible about how carnal mindedness or lust leads to destruction. One story I could reference is the story of Samson and Delilah. Delilah showed multiple red flags that she was not a good person. Samson was too captivated by the outward beauty, and that led to his destruction. We could also look at the story of David and Bathsheba. He went after a married woman, and that led to problems and issues. But beyond just on the intimate side, the way that lust infiltrates into your life is lust ends up going hand in hand with gluttony, and it infiltrates into your life not only through people, but also through things.